снова здорово, девчуны и мальчики, вы на канале American Game Scout, и мы начинаем проходить Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Усаживайтесь поудобнее, делайте себе чай, всем приятного просмотра, и под забавную ковбойскую музычку мы начинаем. История. Еще я даже не запускал чисто настройки, обычная, высокая, настоящая. Давайте на высокой попробуем. Может что-то интересное. Если не потянем, будем на легкой.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Ah, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawmen who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Угу. Надо настроить опять звук. Я настраивал звук, почему-то не хочет уменьшаться, очень громко. Я, конечно, могу убавить на записи, но от этого не легче. А, это вот громкость ролика, я понял. Громкость эффекта. Давайте вот так.
It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs.
Прикольно, когда ты играешь, и типа
I threw in
все,
with
что
the
он
kid
говорит,
because the man I had sworn
отрисовывается в
vengeance
игре.
on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha.
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Рисковато немножко сейчас. О, управление. Вот так. Нажмите ща. Ну давай ща. Вернитесь в убежище.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Давайте, это уже
Hell! Shoot that sumbitch!
О, опыт, Дэвид, смотри, вы зарабатываете опыт, убивая врагов. Опыт необходим для перехода на новые уровни и получения дополнительных способностей.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move
Короче,
fast.
тут, кстати, оружие менять нельзя.
Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead. I decided to help Billy and the boys out of it. So that's just what I did. As the governor of New Mexico is paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Умничка. Так. Управление гораздо отличнее, чем у первой игры. Ну, естественно. Игра не стоит на месте, но тем не менее. Так, где он? Слушай, не вижу. Где-то вот тут.
I knew that going through that front door meant putting my butt in a shooting gallery, so I decided to get sneaky.
Просто увидеть незаметно. Опа, секрет. Нажмите Г. Давай нажмем Г. Теперь у вас есть 1 очко навыка. Перейдите в одну из 3 категорий, приведите крайне левый или правый. Рейнджер — это вот стрелок, отчаянный герой с 2 стволами. Это типа как мы играли в этого, да, с 2 револьверами. Рейнджер — меткий стрелок на больших расстояниях. Зверолов — боец ближнего боя. Типа дробовики, да? А я и не знаю, а чё? Ну давай, ладно. По револьверам в каждой руке. Нажмите 2 револьвера и устройте им ад. Имея с собой револьверный, нажмите прокрутка вверх или 3, чтобы взять по стволу в каждую руку. Ну давай, чё, пойдет. Конечно, я этим особо не пользуюсь. А, на правую руку цель.
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. Still, one of them reached the water tower.
Вы можете вернуться от пули,
Not a bad idea.
когда индикатор
Would be a
чувства полностью
turkey shoot from
заряжен.
up
И что
there.
делать? Надеюсь, у нас потом перезарядка станет получше. Вот я не понимаю, что за в голову падение? Падение где? Я ж не падал нигде, я ж стою на месте.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the
Или за
sharpest
укрытие,
tools in the
может быть,
shed.
как-то так это связано. Видите, в голову в падении. Что значит непонятно? Просто в
A
голову.
lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Так, индикатор смерти у меня заряжен. А ты чё? Так, это взрывные бочки.
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the
Открыть
window.
задание. Пробегите за
Door!
дверью.
We'll cover you! Try aiming, you idiots! Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house. I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
Опа. А что это за лазер только что был? Это подсказка секрета, что ли? Ой.
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
Нет, это не секрет, это просто глазик какой-то. А вот, смотри. Ну, если я сигану, я, наверное, разобьюсь. Я не знаю, если честно. Вообще здесь есть прыжки? Вообще есть. Что там? Это вообще секреток нет. Должно быть 3, одну я нашел. Секретки есть смысл собирать, знаете почему? Они не опыт дают. Вот, тут, скорее всего, смотри. Хотя это возможно, знаете что, это можно типа, ну тут же стоял, а вот, секретка вот она. Шестизарядник, рейнджер. А в чем разница? Ну давай. Что он типа лучше? А как характеристики? Я не понимаю. Так, ну все, погнали дальше. Не будем задерживаться. А, ну нормально, мы распрыгиваем. Нет и нет. Единственное, вот тут можно еще глянуть в конце. Потому что задание сюда говорит. А тут как бы, ну... явно отдельная какая-то территория. Я бы, на самом деле, бы, если вот... давайте посмотрим, есть по прокачке, допустим, какой-нибудь прикол с бонусами. Глубокие карманы. Больше патронов на револьвер. Индивидуальная форма резьбы ствола увеличит дальность стрельбы. Револьвер с костяной ручкой. Это типа крутые револьверы. Подавление числом. Ну нету здесь, смотри. А вот тут. Орлиный глаз. Не, может быть, кстати, быть такой прикол, что, ну, тут типа можно все прокачать, если играть долго.
And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear.
Deader than a rat in a trap.
Кем ты перестреливаешь? Это не
Nowhere. How about that? Huh? You
это
like
что-то
that?
мощное, судя по звуку.
I passed Dirty Dave. And upstairs I found Billy and Charlie Baldry.
Подожди. О, во, секрет. 2 из 3, видишь? Третий не нашел. Ладно. Ну вот это у него. Billy the Kid.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
Billy's worth $500.
Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming. That's when Charlie got hit. Catching us in a crossfire, shouted Billy. Get to the other side.
Так, давайте посмотрим, может тут есть еще, кстати, бонус. Короче, ружье шотает, куда бы ты ни выставил. Интересная затея, конечно.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down. It was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatling, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention. He directed that order at me. And I thought, why the hell do I have to do it?
bitches are
Many
done
would have
for.
fled. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have, like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing me.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Greaves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
Cut you a new one!
Ты настолько... А, он уже, у него голова, с головой проблем.
Making my way back.
Это что сейчас было? Это что за падение?
Sounds like Garrett had a whole regiment fired.
Но благо здесь нет здоровья, как в старых играх. Типа. Но здоровье долго регенит. Еще до сих пор нет регена. О, теперь как отрегенит.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with it, more of these hapless bastards would pop up. Finally, I had the stables within my reach.
Курочки.
And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing
Dude.
bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Давай. Блин, а тут, по-моему, если я правильно понял, тут можно заранее выстрелить, и ты не получишь много очков. Типа. Неуклюжий.
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Так, хорошо, что надо делать? Чё, как в этом? Так, используйте, чтобы следить за противником, мышку. Фокус. Когда ваш противник потянется за револьвер, нажмите левую кнопку мыши, чтобы достать свое оружие. Прицельтесь с помощью мыши, а затем стреляйте, используя левую кнопку мыши.
And that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
Так, о, кстати, навыки. Глубокие карманы, долгие комбо. Давайте комбо. Быстрая перезарядка, вот это мне не надо, я как раз больше за ней. Третий. О, еще навык, давай, отлично.
Stepped inside, and
And
last thing I
bam!
heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Убито честно, видите? Вот, вот мышку сейчас мышкой покажу. Вот. Убито честно. Типа, я просто когда-то давным-давно играл, и можно, ну, типа, заранее выстрелить. Типа, если уж совсем у тебя прям беды с башкой.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to.
Ну тут легче, кстати. Тут просто на мышку левую нажать и все.
And the kid surrendered? When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
И чё? Мы все, повесились? Да нет, только начало игры, не может быть такого. Не верю. Начать игру, поехали.
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
А, он за кем-то гонялся.
He was with John Kinney's gang. They were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move.
А как звали нашего героя?
He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape, too. My first order of business was finding a firearm.
Видите, 2000 опыта дают за одну.
Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Дробовик Боба Оллинджера. Круто. Прям комиксы комиксами. Класс. Мне нравится.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I
Его даже
did.
не сняли.
Anybody see Billy?
Отстань, Гражданин.
Hell yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man
Ну,
clear
вот
off
и
his feet.
револьверчики приехали.
You hardly had to aim the damn.
Чё, я тоже так
The
могу.
kid's
Подвинуть.
escape raised a huge ruckus.
Но это больно было.
Guards were everywhere looking for him. Can't let the kid get away.
Anybody see him?
That's right. I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could. Some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in it. Suddenly, I was a fugitive.
Jared's gonna kick our ass! Can't have gotten far! Gotta be around here.
Проще убежать.
Billy broke out of jail.
Violence is not the answer.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there. I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
Where'd he get you?
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
Все, поехали.
You!
Я.
But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
Let's do this. He's in town somewhere.
See, me and the kid shared
Yeah,
a certain
you
similarity
won't
in
be
build and color. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
Get out here!
Откуда стреляют? А, привет. Блин, вообще его не вижу. Так. Динамит.
I'll flank at your headstone!
There's children here.
Don't let him get away!
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
Can't hide forever!
Leave him to me!
Surrender yourself!
You're threatening the lives of innocent people.
Что, мне поверху идти? А что у него на руке? Или это он висюльки? Слышу, но не вижу. Ну и куда мне?
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
Respect for decency?
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town. I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No, because they all thought I was Billy. And all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean ass shot.
С окружающим.
Anyway,
Как
it was
хорошо
me or
заряжается,
them.
Андрей. О,
The
как.
only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had no choice but to play them.
Где-то там, я не вижу его.
I'm putting you down! The winner off the street! On yourself!
Я, кстати, так и не увидел его
How
полностью.
did he get away?
Ноги.
We're gonna be shit with back and back!
Навыки. Что по навыкам? Повышенная скорость концентрации. Вы будете быстрее молнии. Вы сможете двигаться и бегать на 50% быстрее во время концентрации. Ну давай. Сразу прокачали оружие. Выгравированный рейнджер. Но это... А у тебя нет оружия? Ладно, погнали. Отлично. Так, давайте, рейнджнот.
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
Так, нам куда-то туда.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun.
Так я его выбросил.
So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball.
Полненький какой.
He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
А, теперь уже так.
I killed him in a fair fight. Everybody saw I had no damn choice. Well, Lincoln got a mite depopulated that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
Ну это не так сложно на самом деле.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking
Silence
for me.
его, Silence.
I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
Cowboys.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a
Yes,
different
yeah.
bastard
Well,
I was
but-
after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for old man Clanton.
Where's he going?
I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there!
I did my best to help those poor passengers.
Тихонечко.
Moments later, the attackers were dead. And I checked the stagecoach to see how many
Дайте мне
passengers
револьвер
were still
обычный.
breathing.
У меня, по идее, должен быть улучшенный.
None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did. They were in great numbers from above and rained down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else they had. Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to it.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force. See, at the time, I was still pretty green and often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up against the damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with me. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong. I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first.
Да глянь. Ну их очень много, что за бред? Первая смерть. Как им надоело.
Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo.
В смысле, у меня
Another
закончились патроны.
perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up. Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim. You see that? Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
У меня была куча патронов.
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be. Clayton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this? I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going. And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. Pat Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know. And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo. That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence.
Ой, сколько
It was
патронов.
time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds.
Когда я револьвер, посмотрю, достал.
Shoot that running son of a bitch!
It was finally time for that old man to pay for his
Сюда
sins.
как-то надо попасть, да?
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, "Clanton, I'm coming for you!" A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest. Because that old fool had a Gatling gun and enough bullets to last him till kingdom come. And I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun.
Damn contraption, damn to death. I don't know how you live this long.
Да, я думал, что раз, да?
Damn boat. Would you just die?
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon. But it was just me.
You will help zombie. Stab him at third neck. Why are you so afraid to face me, huh? What I ever do to you? Damn, I gotta reload.
Какого я по нему не попал? Ну что за бред вообще? Бредятина полнейшая. Что, все заново?
I don't know how you live this long. Try me instead, you coward. What a piece of crap! You will stupid zombie! What I ever do to you?
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps. And that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the Old K Corral.
Все. Давайте продолжим и закончим. Сейчас нам тут расскажут историю. Так, давайте мы на этом закончим пока что. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал, пишите свои комментарии, делитесь этим видео с друзьями. Всем до скорых встреч, всем пока.